All right, y'all. If you follow me and you know where I like to fish, you know where I'm at. We're back at Lake Anna. It's a nice warm evening, actually really nice. You don't have to wear 17 layers of clothes just to survive. We'll see. It's been warm the last couple of days here, so we'll see how that affects the fishing and stuff. It might be pretty good, or it may have killed the bite. So we're getting ready to find out. Y'all stay tuned. All right. These little castings. Let's see what we got in the area. Not really showing much on the fish finder up in here. I don't know what that's going to mean. We may have to end up pushing it a little further back out and see what's out in the main channel. Well, I'm going to throw a few casts while I'm here and I'll kind of feel it out. Hit about every direction right around here. And if ain't nothing bumping, then I got to move. So far, it ain't looking good right here. I think we're going to have to end up pushing back out further. I just don't see any baiting in this area. Ain't nothing showing up. And I got my navigation lights on, and normally they'll come to that to the lights on the bow of the boat there. And I don't see anything coming to that, so we are probably gonna have to push on out. Got a few people fishing the point over there. Having some conversation among themselves. That's always a good thing. Yeah, there ain't no bait moving around the boat here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on back. I got here a little bit later than I wanted. Conflict of interest with work. So But you gotta work to survive. Especially this day and time, geez. Takes everything a person makes just to exist almost. And if the stores don't take everything you got, the taxes will. So, but what are you gonna do? Let's push on back in here towards the main channel because I got a feeling I'm gonna have better luck out there. I think it's gonna be better luck out there. If we're gonna catch any, it's gonna be further out. So, I'm gonna cruise on that way and we'll be right back. I've been trolling a little bit and I ain't seen no good signs on the fish finder here. I may put up 2 lines out and then just troll around and see if I can find a little area where a few may hit it. And I might come across a little school if I'm just out trolling lines. May see something that looks better. But right now, I mean, it ain't really showing. I trolled a good little strip where fish normally hang out, and I didn't even find no bait. That's what I was wondering coming over here. I didn't know if the oddball warm week, how much that would really affect things. There had been some bait that just moved back into the area. Well, was just starting to get good again. I think the warm temps now did that in. Let me throw a couple lines out and we'll see what happens. That's about all we can do unless we come across a nice little school of fish that look promising. Let's see what happens. We'll take a little cruise. take a little cruise and see what we can get going here. It was a gamble coming over here, like I say, with the warm weather. I haven't seen any reports online or any of the Facebook groups of anything of anybody really catching anything. I think 2 guys posted where they caught a couple fish earlier today, but said they had to work for them. Like I say, I think a warm week will probably have things messed up again for another week and a half or so. Well, we'll see. You don't know unless you come out here. Kind of got to roll the dice sometimes and see what comes up. Get some of these lights on at night and stuff, it gets hard to see. I gotta move up and get out the light just to see where I'm going. I know the lake's still down way low. It's probably 3.5 foot down right now. It might be more than that. It's pretty low. I mean, putting the boat in up there, if I tell you, it's only about a foot deep in certain areas right there at the boat ramp. You gotta really watch it. Trolling 2 of these smoking shad Zoom flukes. I got one on a 1/2 ounce jig head and one on a 3/4. We'll see. But it is no bait down here. I mean, even up at the navigation lights, it's nothing. I've been out here at nights where you could throw a cast net in front of my navigation light and you probably have a couple hundred in the cast net. But that ain't tonight. It definitely ain't tonight. Water temp's up about a degree. It's almost 52 degrees for a water temp. But I think it got up to about 65, 66 degrees today. Definitely a warm week for January. I'll take it to help out on the electric bill anyway. December was quite brutal. Oh, now here's a little bit of bait right here in front of the boat. That's what I'm liking to see. Yes, sir. That's a good little sign. So I'm gonna get up here once it gets back a little bit shallow and I'll anchor lock and I'll fish this spot right here where this bait's at. Cause it might bring a few stripers in. They'll be feeding right here at the boat where I'm at. It's pretty cool to watch them when they come up. I mean, right there in front of the boat right now is probably, I don't know, 200. We'll see if they'll follow me on over a little bit to get on that ledge. Oh boy, they're swimming. Got some bigger ones in the mix too. Pretty cool. Here we are. We're at the ledge. Okay. Let's put on all. Slow it down here. And then we're going to anchor lock on this. And see what we can do. This other ledge and other little side channel I found. It's a good little spot because, man, me and my son Cody, we'd come over here sometimes if we didn't have any luck at Dike 3. We'd come over here and we'd slate them right here at times. We'll see. I'll make some casts all around the boat. Like I just got a little bump right there. I think I'm on to something right here. My second little favorite channel here. Just bumping over that far, that was right at the end of my cast. I mean, we'll see again. I'm gonna try it a few times, and I'm gonna have to just inch my way a little closer to them. But you don't want to spook them if they're there. That's the main thing. We'll see. I think if we're gonna have any luck, it's gonna be right here. So within this general little small area here. Like all my bait is gone now. Like I say, they went back to that little hole. We'll see. I'm in 50 feet of water right now. And back behind me, about 10 feet, it drops back to about 7 feet. But I think if they're going to be here, they're going to be within about 100 feet of where I'm at. Lake Anna 101. You find the bait, you find the fish. That's the Cliff Notes. Y'all can send your tuition money to my mailbox. I'll accept any funds, saving you some time. I'll give you all the tips and tricks you need to catch some over here. Oh, just missed him. We done found some. Y'all hang tight because we're going to put them in the boat. We'll get one or two anyway. We're going to get one or two. Right. They're showing on the other side of the boat now. Like when the disciples were casting nets off one side of the boat, they weren't catching anything. I think Jesus hollered over, said, "Cast your nets on the other side." And they listened. And boy, they caught more fish than they could pull in. So maybe let's give that a try. Sometimes you just got to change and fish on the other side of the boat. That's all it is. If they change sides, throwing the nets, and caught so many fish that they couldn't pull it in hardly. Let's see. Maybe Jesus meant this side. Huh. Oh, we're getting a few bumps. Oh, boy. Man. Yeah, I think Jesus was talking about this side of the boat. Because that was it. That was it. He was on it. Let's go back after him. Because I'm pretty sure it's this side of the boat. There were several good bumps over here in this area. So they're here. They're definitely here. They may not be dozens of them. Boy, that was a big one just jumped behind me. I had a good friend text me that the other day about the disciples and the fishing. Thought it was pretty cool. A good little find, just for reference. Sometimes in life you might just be looking in the wrong direction. You just merely need to look the opposite way and find everything you need. Try that half ounce on right there. That direction. Oh yeah, there's a bump. Same deal, we just bump it though. There's another one. I wish he'd come on back and take it. Oh, come on, man. That was a good bump and run. And spit it right back out. They're here. But boy, I mean being picky. Let's see if we can get a few more bumps out there. Maybe get one on the line. Sound like some bigger fish jumping. I could throw 2 lines out and go trolling through there, but I almost hate to disturb it if it's a school for them and I don't want to break them up. Come on. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Let's see if that works, huh? It might. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Hey, there we go. Maybe the old fishy, fishy trick worked, huh? I mean, I had to almost lay that one right on the bottom. But he picked it up. It feels like a wiper. Feels like a wiper. It feels like a good one. Pretty decent anyway. Oh, looks like a striper. Come on, buddy. Let's swim this way. There we go. Come on. There we go. In the net. In the net. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. That's a pretty one. That is a nice one. I don't know if y'all can see that one. Yeah, let me get back where the light's at. Nice striper. Probably right at 20 inches would be my guess. 20, 21. Let's see real quick, then we'll let him go. It is 19 and a half. It is 19 and a half. Nice little striper. All right. Well, we know it's doable. We know it's doable. Yeah, we working for it. I might put 2 lines out and do a little bit of trolling real quick. I can't stay much longer. I gotta get home and shower and get a little bite to eat and get my butt in bed. Got another long day tomorrow. Up on a roof doing a lot of roof work. It's kind of sketchy, but there's nobody else that will do it. So I'm hanging around 50, 60 feet in the air, rigging scaffolding and tying chicken ladders off and getting it done. There he is. We got another one. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. He's either an excellent swimmer. Well, that is a nice one. Gotta get the net. I don't want to lose him. Can't see what he is. Boy, now that's a fat one, y'all. That is a fat one. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, is that a fat one? Woo! Hope y'all can see that. That is nice. Let me move it. Let me move my light up here. That one deserves a closer look. How about that? Fat. Look at nice fat striper. That's a pretty fish. That'd be a good one to eat right there. Let's let you go. That'd be a nice one to eat. Yeah. I could tell that was a nice one. Head shakes and then turned and took a bunch of drag. Had to buckle my seatbelt for that one. Yes, sir. Had to buckle my seatbelt. What I'm talking about. I think it's a decent amount here. I mean, they're just scattered. Ain't none of them grouped up. Occasionally you'll see some come across a fish finder that are grouped, but they look like they're scattered, in my opinion. But I'm gonna cast this one, and then I'm gonna troll. I'm gonna make one loop, trolling 2 lines, and then I gotta get loaded up because, man, I got a busy day tomorrow at work. There we go. Hey, That is him. This might be the last fish for the night. That's a nice one. That is a nice one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to keep you high. I'm going to keep you high because you ain't swimming away. Oh, is that a pretty one? No. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. That is pretty. That is pretty, man. We may not have caught a lot, but the quality is there. Look at that. The quality is here. I mean, this fish is, let's see. Right there, he is 20 and a half. 20 and a half. We'll take it. We'll take it. I think I'll probably just go ahead and pull these lines in, and I'm going to go ahead and scoot on to the ramp pretty quick and get loaded up. We're going to call it a night, but appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. I hope y'all been having a good week, enjoying this beautiful weather here in Virginia. I think next time, like I say, depending on Saturday's forecast, I think we're going to hit the James River, and we'll do some fishing on that. Maybe try for some smallmouth bass, and may take a few catfish poles, and let's see what we can catch on the James and see how that goes. But hope y'all enjoy the rest of the week. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. Be good.